think a couple things. One, we like to look at our shot quality, which is near the top in the league. That doesn't give you a lot of solace. Sometimes if they're not going in, you can. But I think to fixate on, sometimes offensive efficiency and points, and that's how they, that's how we score the game. But at the same time, there's a tendency to want to do a bunch of things that are different. And if you're getting open shots, that's a good indicator that some of the things you're doing you need to stay with and keep doing. I think the other thing, up until the other night, we've been really playing good defense. Not just in a 2 or 3 game stretch, where that's kind of an anomaly with a couple teams that may not shoot well, or you're not playing this top offensive team. So I think the fact that we've been doing that, we need to keep doing both those things. We need to keep trying to generate good shots. We need to keep playing good defense. We didn't do that the other night. So you get back to it, and hopefully that translates, to winning games. But again, I've maintained this from the very beginning of the year, and we started the season really banged up. We went through a period where we didn't have Jalen, and he came back. Then he's out for the season. We've had a lot of that kind of disruption. But lately we've had some young guys come in, and I think give us as much as anything, give us energy. So that's something that you are pleased with, particularly during a time when it's difficult. But I do think it's important for our team, to feel the losses to the extent that that's real, but also to not become discouraged or despondent, but to keep competing and keep trying to get better.
But what to you makes Andrew Nembhard such an impactful defender for this Pacers team?
I think one is versatility. He's able to guard, whether he's guarding the ball or guarding off the ball. And usually when a player is that impactful, that they're passionate about defense. It's something that they've internalized as part of who they are as a player. And then obviously they have the physical tools to be able to accomplish that, the quickness. Sometimes the things that are more nuanced, whether it's anticipation, instincts, things like that. But he's clearly, but I do think also his ability to guard multiple positions, and lastly, I guess, just competitiveness.
I was taking the opportunity. What in particular has impressed you about Zachary and how he's, taking advantage of the minutes?
Yeah, he's another guy that has been out. Larry's been out, Jalen, Zachary, and I think in Zach's case, we've really been conscious of not having him evaluate himself by each game and statistically. And I think I was really happy for him the other night when he had there's a lot of affirmation of some of the things that he's been working on, and he just continues to work, but having some success in the things that you're working on is important. It's a driver, and for someone like him to have that the other night was good to see.